2714 5th Street. This one's a little different. So there's all these levers in real estate that when you push and pull on one, value shows up elsewhere. This is a pretty busy road. You'll see cars kind of cruising through here. And that's part of where the value on this thing comes. There is a Popeyes right here. I think that might be a Taco Bell or something. And the main drag is just one street over. The house itself absolutely smokes the first one. So we got new roof, nice freshly painted driveway, front entry, modern lights. Same thing, you got all your anchors for shutters. And this house, I'll show you, but there's just a lot more value in the house itself here. So big front door entry, nice little tiled mosaic, very nice. Office or den right here up front with a big old window out the front window. So it's actually two windows. So you got one there, then there's some drywall and another one. This would be formal dining space here, and it is tiled throughout. No carpets you gotta replace or anything like that. That passes through to the kitchen. We're gonna take you into the kitchen through this way. So kind of opens up to living room. Very big, very open. These are solid granite. And you got nice stainless steel appliances, sink overlooking the pool. And if you were to set up TV, stuff like that, see if these are soft close. They are not. These aren't solid wood either. This is kind of an aluminum faced with a piece of wood, but they are nice. That's solid wood. Not soft close, but great condition. Laundry room here. We'll just poke into the garage. So this would be pantry. Garage is actually epoxied. Got all your shutters there. Not entirely sure what's going on with the water heater. Looks like they got it wrapped in insulating foam. So I'm not entirely sure what year this is. It's a Ream, looks newer. So that's all good stuff. Got 200 amp service, a bunch of knockouts, and it is square D. So a big old pile of shutters. Take you back inside here to the fun stuff. So there is a pocketed door here too for closing off the laundry. Little nook there for office, printer, whatever you'd want to put. Same thing here. Not entirely sure what would go there, but there's a space. This is the guest wing here, I guess. I thought it was the primary, but big spacious bedrooms. Doesn't quite have as much space as the last one, but way less work. This thing is move-in ready. So we've got another pretty standard bedroom. It's already been repainted. Nicer modern blinds. Give you a view out the back here. So the back side's pretty quiet. It's not as busy and commercialized. Guest bathroom, got granite, so that's pretty nice. Shower, little glass pass-by doors, and all kinds of handicap accessibility. For some reason, they got all those built in. But nice tile, looks like it's freshly caulked too, so this might have been reworked on at some point. But doors are in good condition, very clean. Little linen closet for that bath. So towels, all that jazz. And we'll go through here. The primary, which is even bigger than the other rooms. Give you some perspective. This room is probably, I don't know, 17 or 18 feet each way. So it is very big. Closet, and flip this light on. So it's got all this space, very nice. And the primary bath. So just the one sink. Again, you could turn it into a dual vanity where you got two. You just might have to take out this little filler. And then this tub is gargantuan. So I mean, I'm about 5'10". I would fit in this thing handily. I don't know if the camera shows just how big it is, but you could probably fit two people in there. Then you've got the corner shower, nice textured glass, so that's pretty cool. Same thing in here. Looks like they recaulked a bunch of stuff. Very clean. The floor itself could use rinsed off a little bit. And I really like this transom block window. It's actually not glass, that's plastic. So definitely need to check if there's shutters for that. But let's check out the pool. So we've actually got a working pool system here. Looks very nice. So part of this lanai is covered. That way you don't have to just bake in the sun all the time you're out here. Water feature. And this pool is huge. It could use probably a pH balance of some sort. It's getting a little murky, but actually just smelling it, it's got too much chlorine. So maybe the pool guys just came by and shocked it or something. But the cage is in great condition. They're building a brand new house next door. That's a pretty new house. Neighbors have pretty nice setups all around. So, and then they've got the rest of the baby gate over there. That's just a safety feature for keeping little ones out of the water. Let's poke over here at all the systems. I hear the pool pump running. This is what it should look like. See how this thing isn't rusted away and falling apart? Just humming along, doing its thing. AC system. It's starting to rust out a little bit, probably about 7 or 8 years old. Probably still get some good life out of that. The house itself is maintaining a nice cool temp. And these, so they're not glass. Normally when I see them, they're glass, but that's plastic. It does have anchors to actually cover it if a storm's coming. But that'll wrap up this one. All in all, I'd say there's a lot less work here. You do lose some space. And location-wise, it's a little busier. But one more little fun fact, I do see one of my favorites. Let me zoom in. Chipotle. So, if you like what you see, just ask me a couple questions on this one. I'm gonna head to the third one.